Alright, so here's a Wednesday squat session. I'm rebuilding my squat, focusing on a little bit of a wider stance and trying to get my elbows in the right position. These are my warm-up sets. I think I do 3 warm-up sets. And what I set as a goal today is to hit 275-pound squat for 30 reps. Accumulated, of course, not straight in a row. That would be pretty savage if I could pull that off. Finally, just making this video because, well, I always make these videos, but one thing, this is 185 pounds. I saw a video of Johnny Candido of Candido HQ or Fitness HQ. I forgot the name of his channel, but man, that dude's a beast. He did 10 repetitions with 430 pounds. That guy's 5'7" and 180 pounds. I'm almost 200 pounds or about 200 pounds, and I'm 5'8". But that guy's been doing it longer than me, so he's definitely much more athletic and definitely inspiration. So there's 185. This time I put on my forearm or elbow wraps because my elbows are bugging me a little bit, and I try to get ahead of my problems. And I really try to focus on breaking parallel. I want to make sure that I have that position, because that way when I start powerlifting, it's easy for me to hit parallel versus having to just barely hit it. So I want to make sure I break it every single time. And one thing I find to minimize my elbow pain was to make sure that my elbows are directly underneath the bar. That means they're very, very much vertical. There's still a little bit of an angle because of my poor mobility in my shoulders and tightness in my shoulders, but I'm trying to get my forearms, so they're essentially perpendicular with the ground. So here's 275. And the thing I find interesting about this is that the belt really does make a big difference. I get a lot more pressure on my abdomen, and I can really keep a stronger torso in the midsection. The one thing I like about this particular squat session is I felt like I really kept really good form. If you see my shoulders, knees, and hips, I stayed fairly solid throughout the entire movement, and I didn't feel sloppy at all. I also felt like both of my legs were evenly distributed, because a lot of the time when I squat like this, my left side always tends to do a lot of work. And another great thing too is that my quadricep tendonitis in my left knee didn't really act up at all, which is kind of rare, which usually does happen. So I'm actually quite proud of that. So I've worked on building my form in such a way where I've gotten really, really good at doing that. So I think I do a set of 5, and then I did 2 sets of 8, a set of 6, and then another set of 5, which is about 31 repetitions. And I'm learning not to be a little bit more patient with my squats. I usually will just quickly go down. So I'm just so used to the habit of being able to, like you're doing a bicep curl, you curl almost until failure, and then you stop, and then you just end the set. With the barbell squat's a little different. You just squat, and then you pause for a moment at the top. That way you can regain some energy. And I'm finding that's a little bit better for my technique. I just feel like I should be able to hammer them out. Also, sometimes I just feel like if I do them fast, I get them over with. So, time under tension is less. Another thing that's also helping me too is getting better at pinching my shoulder blades together. I mean, I always pinch my shoulder blades together, but I feel like what I've noticed is that I don't do it as good as I should, which is what makes it difficult which makes me not get enough tightness in the core. It also makes it difficult. It also causes me to have elbow issues because I can't pinch tight enough in the shoulders. So I end up pushing the bar down against my traps in a way at an awkward angle for my elbows. You can see there that I push my elbow in a little bit to kind of line it up. Okay, so here I decided to do some deadlifts. This is just 275 for 5 reps, sumo style. I like doing sumo style. I like throwing them in there because they really do help improve my quadricep strength and my hip strength. But the bar is moving ridiculously slow. I'm pretty exhausted from the squats. Another thing that kind of made me hesitate, I wasn't really good about keeping the bar close to my body. Here's 365. And I'm just exhausted because this bar is moving super slow. I tried doing some touch and goes, but touch and goes, they say it's cheating to do touch and go, but I don't know. I find it harder to do than rest pause. I'm also afraid, like when my feet's so wide, I feel like I'm gonna smash my foot. I know I'm not. I'm probably not going to, but just because the plates are so close to my feet, or my feet are so close to the plates, that it kind of freaks me out. So it's 385 right here. I think that was a set of 3. And I'm just too tired. I've been working out for about maybe 70 minutes now. Anyways, thanks for watching, and click like. Thanks.